And now to a tragedy in Riverside. 2 men and a dog are dead after being hit by a pickup truck while walking on a sidewalk.
The girlfriend of one of the men just had a baby last week. Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan is live at Riverside with pictures and reaction. Rob.
Yeah, heartbreaking story out here. This is the intersection where it happened, Van Buren and Challen. Police say the suspect, who may have been drunk, was heading southbound towards our direction when he went up onto the sidewalk there and crashed into the pair of pedestrians. I just spoke with a family member of one of those victims. Again, both of those men and the dog they were walking are all dead.
He's a good man. I love him a lot.
Brianna Morales devastated on the loss of her boyfriend, Kevin Oliveira, struck and killed last night along with his friend in his 30s and their German Shepherd dog, Cindy. It leaves Brianna's newborn baby, Carla, born just last week, now without a father.
I just had this baby, and he got to saw her on the 20th, June 20th, and that was it. And then now we heard this, and now he's gone.
It happened around 11:45 Sunday night. The yet-to-be-named suspect driver of this GMC truck was heading south on Van Buren, but lost control of the vehicle, went up onto the sidewalk, hitting the two pedestrians, as well as crashing into a power pole, traffic signal, and water valve, before finally crashing into a fence. That driver was taken to the hospital and will later be placed under arrest.
We do suspect that alcohol may play a factor in this. We do know he's 17 years old, he's unlicensed, as well, has no ID.
Riverside police say both of the suspect's parents don't live in the country. They're in Guatemala. And right now the suspect is living in Paris with other family members.
I'm devastated because that's my granddaughter's dad.
Family members say Oliveira was a hard-working young man who at times held two jobs at once. Others, people who didn't even know the victims, say it's yet another tragic example of the dangers of drunk driving.
Like with me, if I have one drink, I take an Uber and Lyft. Even that's just for one drink, because I won't get behind the wheel.
He should stay in jail what he did with these two people and the dog.
Again, the suspect is only 17 years old, and that's important when it comes to a possible sentence, because since he's not an adult, even if he is convicted, depending on what the charges are, it's possible he might be released when he turns 21. Live in Riverside, Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC 7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC 7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.